Hi, today I'm going to be having a look at some bargains that I got from one of our local charity shops. As you can see, it's a gift aided one and is from Bernardo's actually as a charity shop. Now, Monster High, I'm not particularly a collector of Monster High dolls, but every now and again I see one and they just catch my eye and I think they're really pretty, or I sometimes feel sorry for them, or I feel they need a little bit of work on them or something like that. So these three girls came into that category. So I'm just going to push them one to one side and we're going to look at them one to one. Oh, in fact, no, I'm going to look at these two girls together because when I did a bit of research I got a little bit confused because this outfit should be on this doll, but I'm not sure what this outfit should be on because she shouldn't be on this doll. So I had a little quick look on who they were because I hadn't got a clue, because as I say, I'm not really a collector of them. It's only if something takes my fancy. So this one here, we've got Claudine Wolf first. I've actually done a bit of research. Now, as I say, she's actually in the wrong outfit. She should be in this one's outfit. Now, her general condition isn't bad. I think the joints are a little on the fragile, but they're not really designed for small children. So apart from that, I mean, obviously it says where she's from, etc. I'm presuming the dress has to be a Monster High dress because of the way it fits, because there's not many other dolls this shape. So the only thing with this one, I mean, she did only, the price isn't on there. She actually cost me $3.99. Price isn't on there. But when I first touched this, I haven't really touched it since, because first of all I wanted to know who she was, so I could see there was some little ears peeping here. So obviously I pulled it down and I could see there's some little earrings in, which helped me sort of identify who she was. But this is absolutely disgusting. I don't know why it feels like that. I understand. I don't want to know why it feels like that. I understand when they sort of, like this one, you know, it goes fuzzy or bitty. And I know sometimes when you get dolls, when they first come to you, there's like almost like a, not a greasiness, that's the wrong word. There's like a strange coating on the hair, and it still feels like it's that, but there's an awful lot of it. And it is just basically a matted mess. So I don't think I have a choice. I mean, I don't know, perhaps if we give it a good wash, because, you know, it's not frizzy or anything. If we give it a wash, there is a chance that I could tidy it up. I think it really needs some nice soapy water on that. That is a fact. If I don't have any luck getting through this, because you see how it's all matted here, it's getting chopped off. And I'm going to start again. I've never rerouted one of these. I've done the Cindy's. I can't see them being hugely different, apart from the fact very, very close here. So there's a bit of work to be done there, but apart from that, the basic principle is the same whichever doll you're on. Now, I got this one the same. They were both the same price, but as I say, when I've researched, I seem to find she has her dress on, so I have no idea what that is about. And let me get her name right. We have Jane Boolittle. Looks like obviously playing on the name of Dr. Doolittle. And you know, it does say her father was a mad scientist, whereas obviously I think we've worked out whose dad this one is. We've got a werewolf here and she's just a mad scientist, but she can talk to animals apparently, so I think that is where the play on the Boo Little comes from there. Hair, it actually, like I said, as much as that's messy, it feels clean, you know what I mean? There's like, it doesn't feel like that. There's something, it just feels better. I mean, obviously they've both got little bits missing on them. I mean, like she's got earrings missing, they're both in the wrong clothes, they've got footwear missing, but there are places you can get bits and pieces like that for. In fact, my daughter's just recently found a site on eBay, and that lady does lots of spare parts, lots of shoes, things like that. So perhaps I should research and maybe get them kitted out a little bit better if I decide I am keeping them. I do think she's got a very pretty face. I don't want to do the face ups because I don't think I'm good enough, so I won't be doing that. So for me, it's basically cleaning up, getting the hair right, and making outfits or collecting outfits to actually match them. So I was really quite pleased with them. I think they do look cute together, although it doesn't actually say these two are friends. I found this site where you can actually, it lists everything. So favourite food, activity, pets, all sorts, and it's quite amusing really. I mean, I actually found out the pet for this one is a voodoo sloth, which apparently comes in the box when you do actually buy it, but that's not something I've got. So it's a bit of fun, and like I said, they're going to make friends even though they're not classed as friends. but they're not too bad at all. And for the price, you can't really complain at that. Now, then I saw this one coming out of the shop. I saw her on the shelf and I'm like, wow, look at the size. Let me move them over there. Look at the size of this girl. She looks very, very clean. I hadn't got a clue what the value would be. Now, as you can see, I paid £15. I looked at her on the shelf and I'm like, I don't know whether that's too much. I don't know whether I should pay that, because I've got no knowledge at all about this. So I'm there desperately trying to sort of go on Google on my phone, which seems a bit mean when it's a charity shop, but that's not a cheap price for a second-hand doll, especially if there were things missing and things like that. So I wanted to check that I was buying something that was worthy. As it turned out, I was. So I kept her under my arm while I was researching and ended up going to the counter and spending too much at the charity shop like I always do. But she has got everything with her. This is Frankie, as most of you out there will know. So I think we can work out who's the daddy there. We have Frankenstein is her daddy. She has an adorable face, 2 colour eyes. I can't see that there's anything bad, a little bit of dirt maybe a baby wipe, a couple of scuffs like this, but a baby wipe should get all that off. It's nothing major. She's got her earrings with the little Monster High skull that's known. She's got a bolts in her ears, in her neck. The joints all seem to be quite good. Obviously a little bit sturdier than the small ones. And something I've noticed is her hands, her thumbs are where her thumbs meant to be, which, bear with me a second, I want to check that. She does have thumbs where her thumbs are meant to be. Because with these, I've always found it a little bit odd because the hands are all back to front. Every one I've had up to now, the hands to me are back to front. The thumbs are at the bottom, not at the top. So I presumed that was a trait in the dolls. She actually has thumbs where they're meant to be, which is sort of quite cool. She's got the typical shape, sort of tiny weeny sort of waist area to a wider hip. She's got some lovely shoes, got a nice bend on the knee there. Let's have a look at these shoes. Yeah. Now that's a pair of shoes. Long time since I've been able to wear anything even remotely near that tight. Look at that, they're amazing. So she's got her shoes, which quite often you don't get when you get these dolls, and they are, as far as I can see, they are the proper shoes. Now she's a little bit of an odd doll. Her posture's a little bit odd. She's sort of very set forward, but ultimately she is sort of the offspring of a monster. So she is supposed to be put together with bits, isn't she? The belt, I don't think is hers from what I've seen on photos. I might be wrong, but I've not seen any with this particular belt on. So if anybody out there knows, just give me a shout and let me know. But apart from that, hair, not bad. I haven't touched these dolls at all yet, so they do want some work on them. I've not washed them, wiped them or anything, because I wanted to leave them in the state I'd purchased them in, so I could show you. But generally, I think somebody sort of looked after it, because this part hasn't been taken out. That's all neatly in position, so it's all nice and smooth. A little bit of wear and tear, doesn't feel too bad. So I think a bit of TLC, she's going to look smashing. I actually thought she was really big when I bought her in the shop. It shows you how you forget. When I brought her home and stood her next to my smart dolls, she still looks quite tiny. I've forgotten how big they were. But all in all, I don't think that was a bad find. I was quite pleased with it. Again, I think I'm just collecting dolls to do some work on and never having the time to actually do any work. So I was quite pleased with them. Now, as much as this video is supposed to be about these dolls at the charity shop, I did want to point out something else I got. Now I'm saying these were, I forgot what I said they were now, because the price isn't on them. I know they were between £3 and £4, so I think they were about £3.99. That's usually how they price up there, £3.50, £3.99, something like that. But I actually went to a shop called Home Bargains here in the UK and got this one. And she was £3.99 brand new. So I picked a couple up because my daughter wanted one as well. So again, as we know, we have Frankie here. Different version. Apparently she's the emoji version because of the patterns that are on her dresses. That was from my daughter's information, that, not from mine. And like I mentioned before, there's a little bit of information regarding them. I don't know whether it says anything about the emojis there. No, so I'm not sure where she's got that from. But it gives you a little bit about her anyway, and her quirks, her killer style, and personal monster. Let's have a look. Can't see anything else. No, I can't see anything on there. But it is definitely her. So I will open her up. Let me get some scissors on this, nice and quickly. I will if I know where I'm going. Oh, I don't need scissors, I can just pull it. I'm not worried about keeping boxes. I mean, when it's a doll at this price, it really doesn't matter. I mean, if you really wanted to be a serious collector and keep your boxes ready to sell later on, that's fine. It's just not my thing. She's got some awesome boots though. Just look at those boots. Clip, clip, clip. Much easier when you've got a pair of scissors. Always make sure you've got a pair of scissors when you're doing these things, because look how quick that was. Now, hopefully that slides down. No, it doesn't. Little clip at the top. Clip. Now it should slide down. There we go. You see, her hair doesn't feel weird. Like I say with Claudine's, I don't know. So it can't be something that originally came with her. But no, her hair's lovely and soft. She's got some very cool sunglasses there, which are actually clipped into place, but will obviously come down if we need to. But I might as well leave them there, keep them nice and tidy. Again, she's brand new, so she's going to be clean. But she is a slightly different version. Can you see? This is probably the reason for the price difference. We have solid joints, but if you've got a younger child, as much as on the box it does say 6+, but I would be quite happy to give that to my granddaughter. I think she's good enough to sort of not break that. Again, she's sort of more of a figure rather than a doll compared with the others in that respect, because she's got solid joints. Again, absolutely awesome boots, but the boots obviously can be swapped over so they can all wear the different boots. So I'm quite pleased with that. She's got a lovely little dress on. Like I say, my daughter says they're emojis. I'm not quite sure. There's scissors on it and things like that. I presume those little emoji faces. If you look on the box, around the coffin shape, you've got the same sort of design there. It's not a badly made little dress. Some dolls' clothes can be a little bit cheap, but that's not bad at all. So she is, we put her next to the big Frankie. Squeeze them in. There they are together. So you can see she's got the same features. She's got one blue eye, one green eye. She's got the same sort of mouth, same sort of facial markings. Everything's the same, but she's not as manoeuvrable. And again though, down to the thumbs. Her thumbs, would you believe it? You'd think if it's Frankenstein's monster, if anything, that would be the one that would be a bit back to front. But she has actually got, perhaps he just replaced the whole hand. Perhaps he didn't mess about with it otherwise. But yeah, she's got the thumbs, both of them. Thumbs in the right places, yeah. But obviously different dresses because they are different versions, and different shoes because they are different versions. And whereas her details are actually painted on, this one's just raised in the plastic. So her details are just sort of a raised mark. Now, if you did want to sort of spend some time doing these up, sort of if you were making whacking a one of a kind in, you know, redesigning, you could actually, I suppose, paint all these in and add some more detail in there if you did have the time to do that. But £3.99, brand new, boxed, again, not complaining, really pleased with that. I think Frankie seems to be the one that seems to be in the shops like that they are reducing for whatever reason. I have priced up, she's about £10 as far as I can see on any other sort of shopping sites, so I still got a bargain at £3.99 for her. Now, while I was buying her, we also picked up something else, which is Monster High related, but it's also linked with another company. As you can see, we have Monster High in Mega Bloks. Box has just fallen off the side. Don't know whether any of you have seen these. I have actually picked, there was a different version. I have actually picked one up for a Christmas present later. But this one is for me. Again, it particularly attracted me because I bought Frankie. So I thought it would be nice for her to have her name in Mega Bloks. A really pretty picture of her in the corner there. It does say 6+. There's 242 pieces. There's quite a lot of pieces, but you do get a little tiny Frankie there as well with some details. So I don't know whether to risk opening this or not. Let's have a look. I might end up sitting here for a week doing it though if I do. All right. I'm not bad with Lego. Oh, I'm going to fight with the box. Oh, there's our little Frankie. And here is our Lego pieces. Oh, I shouldn't say Lego, it's Mega Bloks. They are building pieces, shall we say. And I'm hoping this is a full instructional. Now, the whole point of it is not so that they were just doing Frankie's name. You can make your own name as long as it fits within the criteria. So we've got all the parts for each letter. So we've got A, B, etc, 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 all down here, so you can see the sort of the lettering down there. So it would actually take quite a bit of a build, so I don't think I'm going to build them all on here for you, because otherwise we could be here for quite some time. But all the details are in there, thankfully, so I was a bit worried. I thought I was going to have to try and make it up myself. And you can see how then they have built it just onto the base with Frankie's name there, and then obviously a couple of little accessories sat on the top. And if you want to, I suppose you can fit Frankie on there as well. So I thought it was just a nice little display. Let's have a look. They do other ones. Do they do other ones? Oh, it just says collect them all. I think that is referring to all these little tiny dolls here. Just says build your own name. So there have been some examples of other children's names. I was trying to think of words that I wanted, you know, like smart doll or octopudding. I'm thinking, oh, that'd be cool. There's not enough room. You can only go up to a certain amount of letters, so that would cause a problem if you have a very long name. Everything's packaged up nicely. Looks like it's in order. It's all this sort of cool purple, black and green, mainly for the bricks, and then obviously white for the lettering and pink for accenting. So we're not going to build it. Maybe another day, maybe, I don't know. Would you really want to watch me build it? I don't know whether that's something people want to see. Right, let's get in here and have a look at this little girl. How do you do this? This is incredibly well sealed. See either that else it's a magic trick and I can't get in it. It's got to be something that lifts. Otherwise, I'll give me 3, 2, 1 on board. Scissors. Right, I am very impatient. You watch, I'll do this and I still can't get in it. Right, what I'm hoping is that's broken the seal. It hasn't. Look at that. Look at that. I still, you know, sometimes if I actually use my brain, I'd be dangerous. Right, I'm thinking there's a seal over that. So I'm looking at it and thinking, oh, that's 2 lots of plastic. It's not at all. Just watch. She's there. Oh well. A lot of fuss about nothing. If I can get her out, there we go. Oh, I've lost her arm. I've lost her arm. It's a good job it's a building thing, isn't it? Let's push that arm into there. There we go. Oh, she's quite cute. She's got little jointed knees there. Little legs move a little bit. Got a little bit of leg movement there, so she can be sat down. So we can bend her knees and sit her down. Quite a lot of movement on the head area. Twist on the waist. So there's actually quite a lot of movement in them, so you can actually sort of model them quite coolly. I think what I'm going to do is build up the name and she's going to actually stand on it. I think that would be the way to do it, although she does come with a stand, so you don't have to do that. There's a little stand there, so you can actually just have a, oh, let's straighten her out so you can see her sort of laid out like that. She comes with a couple of accessories. We have a cobweb. We have a little tiny weeny handbag, which she has got little grips on her hands, so she should be able to hold these. We have a little pumpkin, which does that go on there? The little pumpkin, it's a skull. Where are we going? There we go. Not quite sure what that's about, but there you go for that one. And we have a skeleton hand. So she can actually hold all these. I mean, there's some bits in here that could stick on these as well. So these nicely clip in. We've never really had a lot of Mega Bloks in the house. My son was always sort of Lego. Lego's, and well, he still is. Lego is the thing. But these are quite nice. These are really, really quite impressive. Again, lots of manoeuvrability. Love her little high heel shoes there. She's got some nice wedges on. So it's not bad. And again with this, we can bring, oh, nearly dropped it. If I bring the box back into sight. So you can see Monster High Frankie name builder by Mega Bloks, and it's for a 6+. There's quite a few parts in there, and again the best thing was I paid $3.99 from Home Bargains. Now there's a few Home Bargains across the UK. I know that. I don't know whether they're in any other countries, but I thought that was quite the deal. I always say I'm never going to go in that shop because I always spend too much, and once again I went in, I picked up a tube of toothpaste to start with. By the time I'd done, I'd spent quite a lot. I'd got wall fixtures, I'd got dolls, I'd got this, I'd got all sorts. So I should be banned. I should be banned from any shop. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I'll put that to one side. So to be honest, Frankie goes from being very teeny weeny weeny to in-betweeny to rather large. So it seems to be a bit of the Frankie show, even though we've got the other two girls. So I think they need to come in just to say hi as well. So we've got one. We've got, there we go. Quite pleased with that haul. Hope you enjoyed that. You may have noticed I've got a new subscribe button just down there somewhere. So if you are interested and like to see more of what I do, the doll finds like this, these are sort of one-offs really. They come up occasionally, and as you can see, predominantly I'm crochet and smart dolls and some vintage fashion dolls as well, but I like to mix it up, and there's lots of different things I do like to collect. So hopefully you enjoy seeing what I pop on. If you do, please like, subscribe and share, and we will see you very soon. Bye.